Yes, it is 7 o'clock.
No guarantees.
A little after.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and call the Village of Mount Sterling Council meeting for July the 14th, 2025 to order, please.
Okay, roll call. Craig?
Here.
Becky?
Here.
Ross?
Here.
Barry?
Here.
Joyce?
Here.
David?
Here.
All's
Thank-
present.
Thank you.
Lord, be with this village tonight, Lord. Lord, be with our council, our mayor, and our safety. And Lord, be with all the citizens. And Lord, be with the people in Texas right now. I can't imagine losing one of your child, but I know they're home with you, Lord. And Lord, be with our great country tonight. For it's times of troubles, but still it's a great country if your loving name. Jesus always. Amen.
Thank you. I pledge
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Seems sticky up here,
Sticky in here.
isn't it?
I think so.
All right. First item of business tonight, we need to approve the minutes from the council meeting held on June the 23rd, 2025. May I please have a motion?
You got that motion?
Okay, thank you, Craig and David.
Okay, Craig was first. David second. Okay, roll call. Craig?
Yes.
Becky?
Yes.
Ross?
Yes.
Barry?
Yes.
Joyce?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
All right, mayor's report, very brief tonight. We're continuing work in the village. I have the guys out, our service crew out throughout the village. We've been trying to cope with a lot of the rain issues. Those sewer grates, if you're noticing some flooding, a lot of it has to do with debris clogging up sewer grates, and we're trying to keep those clear. Please do your best not to blow all that junk into the street. Please, 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 it doesn't go down the drain, or if it does, it only goes a little way. So if we could try, everybody, to try to keep those clear. We're doing about once every 10 days, we go through a sweep in the village, and we're just working through it as we can. So hopefully bear with us, and we'll stay on top of that.
Mayor, I'd like to compliment one thing about the mosquito spraying. It's
Yes.
really helped a lot.
It has, and we continue to spray, as well as street sweep in the latter half of the year. So that's all that I have tonight for my comments, as we do have public comments tonight. President Pro Tem report.
This probably will be my longest pro tem report. I apologize for that, but I have a few things on my mind. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for their continued dedication to our village. As Council President Pro Tem, I have a few key updates to share regarding council operations and committee efforts. I feel it remains essential that we operate as a unified body. That means returning messages, collaborating on projects, and supporting committee work. Several members have expressed frustration with a lack of communication. I feel this must improve immediately if we expect to move the village forward in an effective, professional manner. Several committees have been active. I know Tree and Beautification have been active. I think you've seen Parks and Rec have been active as well. Nuisance is working hard to get some things updated and resolved. I think most of our committees continue to do outstanding work planning events like Summer Jam. We helped on that. I know that we have some working on the upcoming party in the park. If you're not currently contributing to a committee, I can't talk, please consider stepping up. We need all hands on deck. I want to address a matter of professionalism. Disagreements are part of the democratic process. I should have had someone read this for me. Disagreements are a part of the democratic process, but personal attacks or efforts to undermine council unity, whether in or outside of meetings, are unacceptable. We must remain respectful and solution-focused at all times. Some committees carry more weight than others. I appreciate those who are putting in the time. In moving forward, I would like to see every council member actively involved in at least one committee and reporting progress monthly. I think we do a pretty good job of that. As we prepare for the next quarter, I think that we should revisit our legislative goals and priorities. We have upcoming budget discussions that we're going to be having. We are approaching one of the most critical responsibilities of this council, budget planning for the upcoming fiscal year. I urge all members to please begin reviewing department requests, anticipated revenues, long-term needs, especially in infrastructure, park development, public safety, water, streets, which of course is part of infrastructure. We're going to be having preliminary budget meetings coming up very soon. These are very important to all of us. We are here to represent our village. It is our responsibility to continue the fiscal responsibility that we have ensured our residents who voted for us that we would take care of. I propose that we examine revenue sources, including event fundraisers, permit fees, and cost recovery for non-resident services to ensure sustainability. Transparency and public input are key. I recommend at least one open forum of public comment session before final adoption. I think it's very important that we keep our transparency. That comes up a lot. We ran on it. I know Andy ran on it. I ran on it. We need to continue that. That's very important to our village. As we prepare for a busy season of planning, budgeting, and community events, I thank those who continue to serve with integrity and commitment. Together, it takes a village, but together we can ensure that Mount Sterling remains a community that we're all proud to serve. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thanks for the comments. We'll now shift to public comments and visitors. We do have one tonight. Mr. Sweenberg, would you mind coming down? And you can pick a microphone on either side of the house here. Yeah, right there. Oops.
He's like, where are they?
And please state your first, last name, and where you reside at.
Adam Sweenberg, 125 West Main Street.
Go.
Oh, Mount Sterling
It's all,
Road.
it's
Sorry.
all you. Go ahead. You got 3 minutes,
There's no way to do it.
but do please speak into the mic. So, yeah, for everybody at home,
Okay.
you're on
We have
TV.
so many rules.
All right, fair enough. So I don't know how many of you guys are aware, we've organized a new youth athletics league out of Mount Sterling here, focusing on Fayette, Madison, and Pickaway County, trying to target the kids that have been aged out of the existing rec league organizations, families that can't afford travel ball, or kids that simply don't make it on school organizations. We would like to be able to host we have 4 teams committed to it, to do a 3-game team, or a 3-game tournament on the 30th. We would like to coincide with your guys' launch. It's gonna be at noon with a flag raising. Like to have the national anthem as part of that. Maybe the local entertainment that's already gonna be there would be willing to help us out with that. Before the game 3, be the championship game, we would like a member of this council or somebody to come up and speak on behalf of what that means to the community, Parks and Rec, the youth in this neighborhood. Maybe thank the people that are already there for the event you guys are already hosting. There's been a lot of excitement from local businesses. This is going to be a very good thing. The amount of kids we've already got committed to do this and the parents that are going to be involved, the amount of volunteer hours that have already been submitted into this is a big opportunity to do something that brings life and something for these teenagers to do back into this community that kind of just,
It's great.
they get off their phones, they get outside, they get engagement with the community. They're going to volunteer some time back to you guys for different things when those opportunities are presented to us. We're just looking for the grace for you guys to give us that ability to make you proud and let us do what it is we know we're capable of doing.
So this would be on the August 30th. So this would be a motion being asked to allow the Tri-County Youth Association
Yes.
to hold a tournament out there during the August 30th event that's already planned out there.
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second, please? Thank you, Craig.
That was Barry first, then Craig. Roll call, Craig? Yes. Becky?
Yes.
Ross?
Yes.
Barry?
Yes.
Joyce?
Yes.
And David?
As a former baseball player, yes. I
If
just
there
wanna
is
say-
anything we can do as a village to get you across the finish line and make this thing successful, you've got it. I would be happy to help in any way that I can. And I think that this is one of those things that someone has stepped up to do a job which is tough, and it's a lot of work, and it sure does add a lot, though, to the kids and to the community. So thank you for doing that.
Well, thank you
I
for
wanna
giving us
make a
the opportunity to
comment
come here and try and do this.
And I will work with you on any paperwork to get it taken care of. It's not a big deal. We do it every year with the Youth League, and I don't see any reason why we can't take care of you guys as well.
Wonderful, thank you.
So I used to coach and play, ump and play myself, and I enjoy when the youth can get out there. Who knows, well, it might be the next Johnny Bench. We gotta give him a chance.
Well, we'd love to have you come on out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, there we
Come
go.
on out
There we go,
You
yeah.
could be the person that's
Yeah.
in the community for the engagement.
It's
of this.
such a
I
great-
would like to see somebody from here come out and sponsorship, or
We-
not sponsorship, but the show of force
Be
in the
there.
community.
We will get you.
Yeah.
We will
Come on out.
get you
Yeah,
that.
That'd be great.
I look forward to that.
Yeah, I would also like to interject that I have had the privilege and honor of meeting several times with Adam and Nathan Pitzer and Nate
Clifton.
Clifton. These gentlemen are, have shown so much integrity in what they are doing. They're living what they're saying. They have stepped up for these kids, and they have really began to make a difference. And they put their money where their mouth is. They've got teeth in the game. And I'm so excited to have them a part of our village and doing what they're doing. This is something that they're laying the groundwork for something for our youth for years to come. And it's exciting to have them down there. It's been, even for my husband, to getting to know them has been a pleasure. And I, for one, can't wait to get a schedule. We don't have anyone in baseball anymore. We've only got 2 kids in sports, and they've decided to wrestle. So one of them will play baseball with his league at wherever he plays in Westfall, I think, or on a travel team. So, but he's done. So we're looking forward to supporting it in any way we can, like the mayor said. We relinquish all league stuff to y'all, and we're hands off. If you need something, as you well know, I can be down there in 5 minutes, and have no problem with that. If you have issues, you reach out to the mayor. If the mayor's not available, you can call me. We'll do what we can to help if needed, but we let you run your league. And, Godspeed to you all. We're excited, and we're excited for those kids, and they're never going to forget what you're doing for them. Please relay that to the other coaches. And we've got all your background reports already from the Youth League, and so you're making our job very easy. Play ball. We're excited. And the Youth League has also given them the ability to use the concession stand through the rest of the season, and they want to play year-round. I mean, the Youth League is working very well with them, and it's just been fantastic. So, excited that you're going to be down there on August 30th, because that's our big fundraiser for the year, and that's really going to be a big draw. Could not thank you enough.
We're glad to be a part of it.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you for doing it.
Okay. Thanks, Adam.
Thank you.
Take care.
All right, that takes us to department reports. Sheriff, come on down.
All right, I'm gonna come slowly. I'm hurting a little bit. All right. Since last meeting, we've got 95 total incidents, biggest chunk of them being traffic stops, as per the usual. Slight uptick in the suspicious people and vehicles. 3 people, 7 vehicles, so 10 altogether. I did not personally respond to any of them, so I don't really know the context or the disposition of any of those. Naturally, with the 4th of July season, 5 fireworks complaints. And then another small uptick in domestic situations since last meeting. 3 domestic violence incidents and 1 dispute for a total of 4. And then 4 loose dogs, as usual.
Runaway dog.
That is all.
Any questions for the deputy tonight? Any questions? It's a good report.
Domestic violence is the worst ones for to go to, aren't they, Sheriff, based on?
I mean, they can be.
Yeah.
They're not always. I mean, a lot of times it can be something as simple as, your wife just smacked you in the forehead because, you didn't pick up your socks.
Sounds like a lady
Laundry
wrestler, I'd
basket.
be scared.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Law Director, we don't have an update tonight, so we're going to go ahead and move on to Fiscal Officer and Clerk of Council, Courtney
Okay.
Bricker.
Is there any questions from council at all? Anybody have packets that were sent out Friday? Any comments, concerns? I don't want to steal the thunder of Joyce since we had a finance meeting, so I do also have the bank reconciliation for June of 2025. Everything has been accounted for. Every penny that came through, every penny that was received, has been cleared. There's no outstanding balances on here. I think Joyce is gonna say a lot more probably than I am. So I would just ask for a motion to approve the appropriation status report, the revenue status report, the receipt listing report, the payment listing report, the comparison of budget and appropriated report, the cash summary by fund report, the reader report, and the bank reconciliation for 2025.
Add that
Is there a
motion.
motion? Thank you.
Second.
Is there a second? Perfect.
So that was David?
David, Joyce?
Joyce, okay, roll call, Becky?
Yes.
Ross? Yes. Barry?
Yes.
Joyce?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Craig?
Yes.
Okay, if you all could please, there's 3 pieces of documentation, if you would please sign your name on. And I think I'm done with my report.
Perfect, thank you. Committee reports. First up is Joyce with Finance.
Okay, I had all of this all organized and walked out without, left it on the printer. So anyway, here we go. We had a finance committee meeting on July the 9th. Courtney, went over one last time the then and nows. And, she actually presented our existing policy regarding purchase orders and then and nows. She is going to be copying that and sharing that document with all committees and all employees so that everyone has a complete understanding of what they are, how they work, and what's going to happen if we do them. This could be as drastic as termination. Am I right?
Correct.
So she ain't playing. It's an ordinance, and we just shouldn't be doing it.
Well, council originally passed it, just an FYI, you guys originally passed it, I don't wanna say you guys, back when we were under financial emergency. So the policy was actually created by the state auditor's office. So this was a policy, for policy and procedure. So after I reviewed it, there actually is a clause at the back of it.
Yes.
And that
We,
was approved in
yeah.
2018.
and we saw that, and it's still in effect. And as we've discussed many times, we need to take heed and make sure that it doesn't happen.
From a practical perspective, there's really no need for it
There's
to
no
occur.
need for it.
So the policy's there for a reason. We should do it. I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Right, right. Then we discussed a quote. We need a quote for a new all-in-one printer for the water office. I'm not sure at what point we need to make a motion to get that done. I don't know if it's here or,
No, so the motion has, at the committee level, there is a line budget in the general fund that always has office supplies.
Right.
So the committee has agreed to take some of that money and use that on a printer.
But-
as,
go ahead.
I'm sorry, but as we know now, Misty has put a manual fix into it. It's just gonna determine how long that manual fix is gonna.
But I'm talking about the all-in-one printer.
So I've really wanted to pitch the all-in-one printer into a field and beat it with a bat because it is 12 years old at this point. We keep having it serviced. It's fine, but it is really expensive to run, and it's one of those things that we probably, since this is 2025, we probably could do better. But I would really, I believe that it is working, other than the fact that it eats cartridges like, schoolyard lunch. So if you want to allocate money for that, I would look at all of the printers, to be honest with you, and whether we could get a deal on servicing and maybe a lease arrangement that per page would make fiscal sense, rather than just going and buying a printer. But if we need one, like right now, my understanding is Misty's is really the one that's more
It's very
at
bad.
issue. Yeah, so that is what we use day in, day out for all kinds of billing and everything else.
Yeah.
So that's the sort of the one that I would put my dollars and cents behind if I could. But having said that, if we want to look at a managed solution for all of them, that's on, certainly under consideration as well, if you'd like.
How many?
We have in the past discussed an overall IT management solution on a per monthly basis. The only problem was, I think we sat down the last time it was proposed, and it for what we were getting, it wasn't probably making fiscal sense, but we had only received one proposal, and we did not shop the market for it. So I'm of the mind that if you all want to do this, I would include it, if it's not too early, in the next budget, and do a whole IT refresh, because I think it's really important to be, patched and available.
Well, I think we did that before on a budget, either last year or year before, and it got nixed.
It did get nixed, yeah.
And I don't want that to happen again. Misty needs a printer. The water
She
clerk-
does.
The water clerk needs a
So I think
printer.
this part of the conversation, because you don't have a quote, so there can't be no motion made now.
Right.
Because you would have to reappropriate your budget, the quotes need to come in. So the quotes need to come into the finance department, and then the finance department makes a recommendation.
So,
He's asking, is it physically responsible now, or can you wait until the budget season? So that's gonna be a conversation within the committee.
I'll go to the next finance committee meeting and I'll do it there. I'll ask for a quote then, or can I ask for a quote now?
We'd be happy to work up a quote for you with no problem. That's very straightforward. Like I said, we've had managed things before. If you just want a laser printer, we have access to those as well. All I would ask is that we do a regular refresh of everything. And so it's time. We're running on equipment that's
Computer,
old,
yeah.
the whole deal. And so we've been very thrifty about this. We keep it super tight, and it's probably about time for us to do that. We actually applied for a grant for this as well, and unfortunately, the grant was taken away.
Right.
So I am there with you, Joyce. I'll have to listen to it crank out, and it's painful listening to it do its water bill printing. But yes, I agree. We should definitely do that.
So do I have to wait?
You need I think we need a quote,
Yeah,
I
right?
think we need
Absolutely.
quotes.
Yeah, so
Now,
we will
whether
get you- how
quote
about we
one,
do
Or
the-
whether you quote everything,
How about we start with the individual pieces of equipment,
Fine.
and then that'll be by the next meeting, and then we'll potentially open up for a larger managed solution. The problem with the managed solution is that on a regular monthly billing, it was expensive. And that's why we kind of didn't go with it.
Well, when you request a quote, you can request it as a package, or you can request it individually.
Right.
So each time a quote's taken, that's really the action that's taken, is how much is it individually, and how much is it as a bundle? That's usually how I approach quotes.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. Try real hard not to just go get quotes for,
so what are you gonna
discrete
get a
little
quote
pieces.
on for this? Are you gonna get an all-in-one quote? Or are you just gonna
I
get a
just-
quote for one printer?
Yeah, I think that we're going to go down the path of getting quotes for individual pieces. Remember, we have more than one printer. So I would get, personally, the one that's being used the most. I would go ahead and get an update on that one. The all-in-one, for everyone's reference, is a giant photocopier that's about the size of 2 filing cabinets stacked on top of each other. And it is used, but it's not used as much as Misty's one, which I think you may be referring to. But they all, at this point, are, they're cooked. You could say they're cooked.
They
So
are.
it's time. So I think I'd be happy to get quotes for you on those.
Okay.
And all of it is, I guess, what I would say.
Before the next finance committee meeting, or the
If
next
it's in-
council?
Before the next finance, I think that some of this you guys need to decide, yeah, it's not in the budget, so you guys need to decide when you would consider it.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that. Okay, Courtney got the Valtech agreement sent to Stephen, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and we need to schedule, we scheduled the work session, didn't we?
We did not, no,
We talked about it.
yes.
Okay. All right, so at the next finance meeting, which is August 6th, we're going to start the budget conversations, which is where Courtney's going to throw it up on the board, right?
Yep.
And we're going to start going everything item by item,
Okay, so this happens at finance, so let's
right?
Yeah,
pull back
let's-
the brakes a little bit. So it happens at the finance. committee,
Right.
That you guys would see it first.
Right.
And then it goes into
A work session.
So both of these meetings are public meetings.
Yes.
This is no change to anything that we've ever done here before, is that it would be throwed up on the board, and then council at that point, individuals can say, hey, I want this, or I don't want this. So that's gonna happen at a work session, but finance will actually get that first.
Okay.
So that, I think you requested that for August.
Yes, I did. So everyone is invited to come to the next Finance Committee meeting on August the 6th, which is where we're going to start the budget review process. This is a very important beginning of the process, and I encourage you all to be there, if you want to be. Once we go through that, at that time, before the meeting ends, we will schedule our budget work session.
Correct.
And the public is also invited to that. And that is all I have for finance. Thank you.
All right, good deal. Pleasant Township, Becky.
No report. Next meeting's August the 4th.
Okay, Squad,
Is it
Joyce.
still at 5 o'clock?
Yes.
Squad, Joyce.
I have a report for Squad. We received a letter of resignation from Chief Taylor. I believe his last day will be October 1st. So it was a sad meeting. But, yeah. Our new truck should be ready. I don't have the final date, but within, I think, a month, we'll get our new truck. And paid the bills. We did have one person terminated and one person that is now part-time, go to full-time, and that's all I have. The next meeting will be on August 13th at 8:00 p.m.
I think we're all very saddened to hear Chief wanting to begin his retirement. I don't see him ever as really retiring. He doesn't strike me as that type of guy. He has been an awesome partner to us, and we appreciate all of his service, as we appreciate the service of the entire crew over at Tri-County. They have been, they mean everything to us. So happy trails to the chief, and I'm sure we're going to hear a little bit more from him before he takes off in
Absolutely.
October. Fire, Ross.
We talked about the insurance rates that they need to get readjusted. And they're 21 calls ahead of this time last year. And we had a review of the pay scales for the employees, paid the bills, and the next meeting is July 31st.
Thank you. Water, wastewater, Craig.
We had no old or new business to discuss, so we had no meeting. Next meeting is scheduled for August the 6th at 10 a.m.
Thank you. All right.
I want to make a motion again in regards to water. I want to make a motion that we lift the 2024 drought ban. And then whatever you guys decide to do moving forward, but I just don't want to continue on under false premises that it's because of the drought is why we're not selling bulk water. So I'd like to make a motion to lift the 2024 drought ban.
I'll second it.
All right.
Okay, so that was, Becky was first, Barry was second. Roll call, Craig?
No.
Becky?
Yes?
Ross?
Yes.
Barry?
Yes.
Joyce?
Yes.
And David?
Yes.
Okay.
Motion's passed.
All right. Streets, Ross.
We did not have a meeting tonight. Our next meeting will be August 11th at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
I wanted to say something about that. We were talking in the parks, and we put up we did some things. The American Legion had offered to do some work on the parks, but we sort of did some trade-off. That's why I wish we had a meeting tonight. They made an offer. They have to get it approved, but they've made an offer to work on the gazebo out there. So that is part of streets, by the way. I thought it was part of parks, but it's part of streets.
So they made an offer to do the repairs?
Yes.
The American Legion?
On the floor, because if you go out to the gazebo and you step on that floor, you might go through it. It's a hazard to the village that's not addressed.
I gotta say something about this gazebo. It's very historical. It was in the original Mount Sterling Fairgrounds in 1896, where Keenan sits today. And also Theodore Roosevelt gave a speech there when he was running for president. And so there's very historical value. If the American Legion will do this, it'd be a great opportunity, because it's a historical building
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and everything, so.
Okay. Parks and Recs, Joyce.
Okay. I got a lot. We've been busy. Okay, Park and Rec. In regards to our new group, the Park and Rec discussed allocating, I want to make sure my verbiage is right, so keep me honest. We have $5,000 left over from the electrical work, which, by the way, is going to be finished on July 21st.
Yeah, they're gonna start July 21st, the week of the 21st.
They're going to start July 21st. Okay. Is it going to take more than a day?
It might take a couple days.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
It's the week, it'll be started the week of the 21st.
Okay, so it's going to be started the week of the 21st, and it could take a couple days. That being said, we have allocated $5,000. We don't need council approval because it's already money there that's been approved. But we are going to reallocate $5,000 to the league for a home run fence on Diamond 5. So it's not new money. We're not taking from the general fund or any other fund. It's already there that we're not using. And this is going to give an opportunity to have more of a professional field down there for the older youth when they have tournaments. And according to the information that I've received, this is going to bring more professional teams down. And it already has, the information I'm receiving, it already has attracted, just this information getting out in the last week has already attracted some interest from other states. So I want to thank the committee for that. Okay. We have 3 quotes, which Adam has. They're all 3 different numbers. That's their decision. It's out of our hands now. If I understand it correctly, they can choose whoever they want out of those 3, right?
Well, I
Or do
asked
we-
them to bring cut sheets of the fence to council for approval.
Yeah, so I think to Councilman Hughes's point here, there's a couple of steps, but what I'm hearing also is that you're interested in committing $5,000 of village money towards the project.
Right.
And you're capping it at $5,000,
Yes.
if I hear you right.
Yes.
Okay, so is there a motion from the floor to permit the construction of a new home run fence? Let's start there, at the park.
Question first.
Yes.
Diamond 5, are you referring to the pony field?
Yes,
Different people call different fields
Yeah.
different things. So the pony field, that's in the very back corner.
back corner.
Okay. And that is where these children that have aged out will mainly be playing.
Correct.
Now, you do know in that outfield is a well.
Yeah.
Okay. Will the well be inside or outside the fence?
Outside, we've actually measured it off, goes roughly 35 foot beyond center field, it's the deepest point.
Are you going 200 feet? Is that what, are you going 200 feet
It's
fence?
300 to center, 275 down both sides.
Okay.
And we already measured it out from home plate with it, we were trying to have all the information laid out with it prior to even formulating this, trying to see what it would really take, was there enough room? And, we've got space.
And as far as a home run fence, which I don't know who I should be asking, what is it gonna be constructed out of?
Chain link.
Chain link fence,
And is it gonna be like a 4-foot fence? Is it gonna be
Yes.
an 8-foot fence?
4 foot.
And I asked for them to bring it to the mayor for approval before they purchased it, just to make sure that it's appropriate.
It
Because I
needs-
assume it's more than 5,000, right?
It is.
It is.
We've got it all from 3 contractors here in Mount Sterling, trying to keep this still back to the community, 5,500, 5,800, 6,200, 3 quotes we've received. And then all of those all include the top area wall where they get that protective sleeve that goes over the top of these young boys, girls, and that big drawings on it.
So I assume you probably bring the quotes to council, they can review it, you know,
We can, yes.
yeah, and show a picture of a drawing, because I think that's what Mr. Hughes asked as well.
And I can't really remember for sure where the walking path runs. It doesn't run within that.
It
area? Okay.
Okay, so there's a motion to build the fence, so let's start there. Is
Okay,
it,
so that was a motion to build.
yep, to allow for construction of the fence?
Do you want to call it a home room fence? Is that
Home
what-
run.
Home room.
You'd call it a home run fence in baseball.
That too.
Yeah.
That-
Have your own
that
green
too.
monster.
Home room fence.
There
And
you
this
go.
is going to be on Diamond 5.
She's never played ball.
I lived on the ball field.
So this would be on Diamond 5, correct? Okay,
Correct.
So is there somebody that's placing that motion?
Yeah,
I
That's
did.
Joyce, and is there a second, please?
I'll second it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Becky.
Okay, roll call, Craig,
Yes?
Becky,
Yes?
Ross,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Joyce,
Yes.
and David.
Yes.
Okay, and then I need a motion to allocate $5,000 from the project fund, I guess.
Do we have
How
to
would
do
you
that?
I don't
describe
think
that?
we had to
We
do
don't
that.
have to do that, it's
Don't have to do
already in
that.
the
We don't have
We're
to
committee.
do
not
that.
reappropriating that, because that would have to be a form of legislation.
Okay, but I guess where I'm going is we're placing a cap, though, on the amount that this village is spending on the
The
fence.
committee's already made the
We've
recommendation.
already done
Okay,
it.
good deal.
Yeah.
Now, I have one more question for you.
Okay.
I brought it up a couple meetings ago that the one other pad didn't get put down that we had budgeted for, the one other,
Concrete pad.
concrete pad by
Right.
Diamond, 4. Okay. And at the time, it was said that there's no money for that one pad. And I guess I would ask that the committee look at that again and see if there is, and if there is not still an extra 1,000, then maybe you could request it in next year's budget.
Absolutely.
We should have funds though, shouldn't we? We still should have funds.
Yeah, you will.
Okay. I just,
So you want the
would
committee
like
to
the
look at it
project to
next
be
meeting?
completely
Absolutely.
done.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll look at that.
Okay.
Is that for the one that Bill Storr?
No, actually, Bill Storr got a fence for the oldest tree area, a fence.
A bitch.
Bench. And it's beautiful. I went and saw it at the garage the other day, and so we do have to come up with money for, out there too, for that
Okay.
pad. But
Well, remember, we're having a big fundraiser. Basically, it's going towards the parking lot, but this is just a beginning fundraiser. In talking with the Legion, they're up for fundraisers, whatever, whenever.
Okay,
So let's get it on the list.
thank you.
So going forward, we got the fence taken care of. For the party in the park in August 30th, we're looking at insurance for, once Wednesday night's meeting happens, and we get approval for the bear tent, they will have their own insurance, and they are applying for their F permit. Youth League, or the new league, is applying for their insurance. There's so much going on with Park and Rec, I'm telling you right now, it's absolutely unreal. I need to make a motion that we have the doubleheader from the Tri-County Youth Program, and they're also the Eagles as well.
Yes, our baseball team is separate. We have a
Yes,
local
which is Mason Park
Mason Park
Eagles,
Eagles.
and then their traveling team is the Tri-County.
Yeah, the Tri-County Youth Organization, that's the organization that's going to be hosting the tournament.
Okay,
There'll be a league.
Okay, so if we're gonna explain this, nobody can hear you back there, and I get the calls all the time that nobody can hear. So if you wanna come up here and explain that so that people do know the difference, because there's a little bit of different names being thrown around.
Okay, so we have the organization, was the Tri-County Youth Program. Okay, that's gonna be the organization that we're hopefully to open to get these tournament teams consistent. We can get some traffic back in the community. Everybody gets the win off of this program. We have a baseball team that we have filled for that already called the Mason Park Eagles. There will also be a league, go ahead, I'm sorry.
It just popped into my head. Is this for boys and girls?
Yeah, we're starting for this fall year, we're looking at just baseball because we already have the teams fielded where the rec league's just aged out. We already know that there's quite a few softball teams that are in the exact same boat, they have aged out. If we're able to get all the dominoes to fall for a true fall league this year, we will have both softball and baseball. That's the goal. And then moving forward, it's gonna be spring, summer, and fall ball for both of them. and just, that's what we want to try and duplicate
You
with.
guys gonna work with like the middle school, trying to get kids captured from, you know, you said you want to get kids that didn't make school teams, you want to get kids, I mean, that would be a good
We're gonna work in close
resource.
conjunction with all the existing youth programs in the 3 counties. We're gonna have to, right? Because we're gonna have to see, there might be families that love it, but they don't even have the small fee to do what it is for this, you know, so. Again, the whole concept is to get these kids out, not make these 13, 14-year-old boys and girls have to give up on sports because there simply wasn't enough roster spaces, or the parents don't have money for these expensive travel leagues, and
How far are you going up? You said 13, 14-year-olds. I mean, are you going up to 16? You going up to 18? What are you
it's
going up
16 through
to?
18, or 13 through 18 would be the
13 through
target goal, like a true pony league would be. You know, kids are gonna lose interest, they're gonna drop out, they're gonna switch to other sports, families move. But the idea is to make a continual platform where these kids don't have to give up on sports if they want to. That way, it's still something that's available to them. And every youth league we've spoke to, 12U stops their organized season.
yeah,
The 13-year-olds
it's a
can
problem.
play, but they're limited on what they're allowed to do on the field. None of them can pitch, for an example. We just want to keep these kids encouraged with it.
Yeah.
Not make them give up on something at a young age like a lot of kids are forced to do, just because the funding's not there, the community doesn't believe in them. We want to try and change that mentality. And we're starting right here with it, and we're going to involve these 3 local adjacent counties to this town as the target audience for it. We know a lot of people involved in the youth athletics, and again, you give us opportunity fielding this team and having this town come back to life with
Absolutely.
baseball and softball again, and is something that will happen.
Okay. Thank you.
I think it's an awesome thing.
Okay.
All right?
So, again, I want to make a motion to have the league do a doubleheader on August 30th.
Okay, so he already made that motion when he was up here.
Okay, he did.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys just unanimously made that motion.
So it sounds like though we have other activities for Park and Rec, so we
Wait,
do
can
need
I
to make
add to
motions
that?
on. Yeah,
You would need to make a separate motion.
Okay, so can we finish that one?
That was already
that was
done.
already done.
Yeah, he already did that earlier in the meeting.
Okay. All right, I'm losing my train of thought. Now I have to make a motion for all of the other events and things that we're going to do August 30th. I would like to approve arcade games. I think there are 4. Motion to approve streaming the OSU versus Texas game. A motion to approve sale of concessions. We're having food trucks. Right now, I have 3. I'm looking for at least 1 more.
Will they be filling out the permit?
They will be.
Jeff?
Yes, they will be. We're not waiving that. I think that's all we have for now that's going to be down there. We will have entertainment, live entertainment.
Is there, so I understand that there's discussion around a beer tent. Is there an interest in having one of those? Because that will require a separate motion, and for the public's benefit, there is an approval process through the Ohio Liquor Commission, which we have to support as a village for them to even go forward.
Right.
So are you making that motion as well?
I am not. I will make that at the next meeting. The Legion could not have their meeting for their membership
Oh, I see.
Wednesday.
Okay.
It's going to be this Wednesday.
Okay.
And I don't want to put the cart before the horse.
Not a problem. They should know.
But they've already applied for their F permit.
Yep.
And they've already contacted the insurance.
Okay.
So that's all taken care of. She's going to apply it as soon as they get their vote.
Okay, they will need a letter from us
I know.
saying, okay.
I've
yeah,
already told
that-
them.
That we're good with it
They're
either way.
fine with
So if
that.
you want to
Yeah.
delay to next go round, that's certainly
I
fine.
want to wait
fine with us.
until the next meeting is still time.
Sure, sounds good.
And I told him that Wednesday night, once they vote, then we'll get going on it Thursday, and
Okay.
you'll get the letter to them.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. We're probably going to have things that we're going to have to add on to this, but we still have time. So,
I'm looking at our clerk. Can we consolidate this to a motion to approve the agenda for the
Well,
party in the
she's
park?
She's already made the motion, so I've already have it all listed.
Do
so
you?
she's
Okay,
finished.
good deal.
Yeah.
Just
we don't
as
need
long
to
as we can
Yeah.
realistically vote on those, that's
I
fine.
just had something to say about all that. I don't know that we need to micromanage it like that, like, if you're having your event and you want, I don't know why we have to vote on each thing individually like that.
I don't either.
There's a.
I think she
there's-
just wants to make sure that everybody's aware. I get what you're saying is that
So-
the
so do
event's
I,
already
yeah.
happened.
Yeah,
or
we
it's gonna
approved the
happen,
event.
But I think she's just making sure
They
that,
should be
hey,
able-
I'm covering all
that
my
she's covering
bases.
all her bases.
I don't want to get down there and then somebody say, you didn't do this or you didn't do that, because this is my
So-
first
so-
rodeo. I just want to cover all my
so
bases.
just
There's
for-
nothing wrong with having motions. so
Absolutely
she's
not,
just-
but for everyone's benefit, you will have to vote separately on the beer
Correct.
tent.
And she'll bring it
Yeah,
next.
yeah, I
Right,
know.
right.
That's why I'm doing it
That-
separately.
That is a
Yeah.
totally separate thing.
I
and- yeah.
wanted to do the baseball and I wanted to do the American Legion beer tent separately.
Yeah.
Because those are the two biggest events down there.
And they're
Yep,
separate.
yep.
My only question is like the Ohio State game, that's put on by the American Legion, correct?
Correct.
So we don't need
No.
a motion about that.
But she's just saying.
Not
what the
really.
activities
It's
were.
not really put
But
on by them.
I don't want to approve or disapprove that. If they want to do that, that's on
Yeah.
them.
She's just saying about events, the activities that will be held.
And I also, maybe I'm remembering wrong, but I thought we already approved the beer garden as long as the proper insurance and the proper paperwork was filled out. We already approved, we already
what I
voted on
thought.
that.
That's what I thought too, but
She wants to confirm that that the Legion is approving it, because she's saying that the Legion,
Well, obviously, they have to
yeah.
approve it.
So she's just telling you up front that they haven't met yet.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so Joyce, is that all your activities? that
No.
you would like to make in your motion?
no,
Okay,
no, it's not, but that's all I'm going to bring out tonight.
okay. So this, just as your motion right now?
That's it.
Okay, so Joyce has placed the motion for the activities.
Okay, is there a second, please, for the Party in the Park activities list?
I'll approve those activities. Second?
Okay, well, roll call. Craig?
Yes.
Becky?
Yes.
Ross?
Yes.
Barry?
Yes?
Joyce?
Yep.
And David?
Yeah.
Okay, motion for activities have been approved.
Okay.
August 30th.
All right. Yes, we're still on committee reports. Record
Are you not
retention.
finished, though? Are you finished with
Are you,
Parks
are
and
you, are you done?
Adam, are we good? Is there anything else I need to bring up for you guys? Because we don't meet for another 2 weeks.
I think we got everything covered.
Man, I hope so. I don't want to leave you guys hanging.
No, if we get the mayor, he said you wanted the actual estimates to him, and then the dimension, kind of just a ballpark of what we're looking at on the field with it.
All right,
Everything else, we get a James,
all right.
2 weeks, and it's just
All right.
permission to do this week.
All right, well, what I want to do then is I want to thank CPI for their $500 donation earlier last month. I want to thank Lisa at Sharp Cuts for their $100 donation that I have to give to Courtney. It's back in the office.
Okay, so we need to make a motion on that, because council hasn't approved that donation.
Okay.
Would you like to do that now?
I'll make a motion to accept a $100 donation from Lisa at Sharp Cuts
I'll second
for
it.
Park and Rec events.
Yeah, there's a difference. Yep.
It's for Park and Rec events.
I'll second it.
Okay, so that was Joyce was first.
And also a $50 gift certificate for her services.
Well, we don't give out gift certificates, so is that gonna be given at
It
your
would be
event?
given,
Yep.
okay,
So
they'd be
you
given
don't-
by her then.
'Cause I was
so-
gonna take that back.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Well, the motion is
Now,
only to
now.
accept the $100 donation.
No.
You
All
don't
right.
need to
I'm
worry
sorry,
about
so
the
it's-
$50 gift card?
So just so I'm clear and at the risk of making the situation worse, you've gotten 2 donations. One of them is from CPI in the amount of $500.
That one's already been
And
approved.
it's already been approved, okay? And then, so that's good, right there, good clarification. And now we're making a $100 just for park events
Events.
to the village.
Yep.
Right, from
Yep.
Sharp Cuts. Thank you.
Yep.
All right,
So Joyce has placed the motion, Barry has seconded it.
please do a roll call.
Okay, Craig,
Yes.
Becky,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Barry?
Yes.
Joyce?
Yes.
And David?
Yeah.
Perfect, it passes. Anything else on this, Joyce?
I have one more.
Yeah,
I would like to make a motion to approve a dunk tank for August 30th.
Okay, so,
yeah, I don't know that we really need to approve
so is
that.
the
but I mean-
dunk tank being supplied and purchased by the American Legion?
No.
Okay, so.
Well, it's going to come out of donation money, yeah.
Okay, so the American Legion hasn't donated anything to us.
Not till Wednesday.
Okay, so
How
that
about we
motion will
bring,
probably
how
have
about,
to
yeah,
go
let's bring that the
to
next
meeting.
go-round.
You might wanna wait till
Let's
the-
do that, the next go-round, we'll go
Okay.
from there.
I'm done.
Okay, sounds good. Any,
good with
since
the
there are no more motions, we're going to move on to the next committee report, which is record retention.
Yeah,
David.
I had to cancel it the last, so we'll be meeting July 18th, this coming Friday at 8 a.m.
Thank you,
That all you
David.
got?
Yeah, that's all I got. After Joyce, it don't seem like much.
Bye, Adam, thanks.
Okay, nuisance abatement, Barry.
Yeah, we just had a meeting tonight, and we had our new solicitor for nuisance meet with us tonight, and we're trying to update all of our old ordinances. Some of the ordinances go back 30, 40, 50 years, and we're just trying to update them. And so we'll be bringing some of the ordinances to the next council meeting for approval. And our next meeting is, well, another thing, if you guys see anything that you want to report, make sure you can report it to the village. If you see something, say something, and our next meeting is August 11th at 6 p.m.
Thank you. Planning, Ross.
We have not had a meeting.
Okay. Zoning, Craig.
Tuesday, July the 22nd, there will be a zoning meeting at 6 o'clock
Okay.
PM.
6
And
p.m.
that's in regards to a variance.
Yep. Okey doke, thank you. Tree beautification, Becky.
We have our next meeting tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and I was a little taken aback last meeting because on our agenda, it referred to my tree grant as ordinance 2025-01, Ohio Urban Forestry Grant. And then when it came to the reading, it was said we were just gonna see if we untabled it. So I'm a little unclear why it's still tabled, because we have voted that we could actually write the grant. So is this thing tabled, or is it not tabled? Because the original.
Procedurally, it is tabled. You did not get a second.
Well, I know last time I didn't, but we have approved as
plan.
This was for the,
council.
right, yeah.
This second would have been for the plan.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to make a motion to untable 2025-01.
Would it be
Ohio-
possible for you to describe for the public's benefit what we're untabling?
Yes, I'm about to do that.
Okay?
It's Ohio Urban Forestry Grant, and as I explained, I thought in pretty good detail last meeting, it is a grant that the tree committee is applying for, and we can apply for anywhere between $15,000 and $100,000. And this is a grant that has no match. No money has to be spent out of our general fund, not even out of the tree committee. As in most grants, we would have to pay it up front, and then we get reimbursed. We get reimbursed 4 times during the 2-year period. So as I explained it to someone that asked, for instance, we spend $10,000 the first 6 months, we get reimbursed, then we can move on to stage 2, we get reimbursed. So we're always reusing the $10,000 for a $40,000 thing, and then eventually we're paid 100% back. With that, it's not always gonna be $10,000, because we also get reimbursed for any labor that we would use. If our guys would be the ones installing the trees, we may have only bought $5,000 worth of trees and mulch and this and that, and a few thousand of it could be reimbursing whatever work they did. So, it wouldn't fiscally be a burden at any point on the village. I don't mean to make light of $40,000, absolutely not, but it is a drop in the bucket for us to front a portion of that and then get reimbursed and do that through the 2-year process. But what this grant would allow for, we're trying to write it with a little broader stroke. We originally were just gonna go for a smaller amount and get just possibly a tree line at the park where the old vinyl fence used to be and that crumbled. And we thought aesthetically it would look good, and eventually when it grew up nice, it would provide shade, it would provide a little deterrence, it would provide, if a car came off of 207, be a tree line to stop it, different things, but it would be beautiful. And that's what the tree committee is about. It's trees and beautification. There is a lot of benefits in getting our children outdoors, as we've been talking about all evening. And so that's what our committee is designed for, is we became a tree city. As soon as we became a committee, we did all the work, met all the requirements, and became a tree city. And then our very second year, we earned the Tree Growth Award. And this is a tree and beautification committee. That's what we do. If council is gonna shut us down with our grants, then there's no point to having us. Because our whole goal is to provide more trees and beautification for our community. That's it. We can't build structures, we can't put in water lines. It's trees and beautification, that's what it's for. So, there's no better way to increase those capabilities than going to a grant that has no match. So I would implore all of you to really consider this. Grants don't get much better than this, no match. Some of them, yes.
You didn't let us speak last time about this, so I wanted to bring up another side and just get your take on it. First of all, it would have been nice if you would have went to the Parks and Rec Committee to see if that committee even wants trees at the park, but that, you didn't ask, you just said, we're gonna put trees at the park. You didn't come to the streets meeting and ask, because there was at one time talk about putting trees up and down 56. You didn't come to the streets to find out if that was even okay or viable. So I wish you would have at least come to the committees and brought that up. And then maybe we'd be a little, because really right now we have no idea. You just say, I'm gonna plant some trees here, plant some trees there. What are the long-term ramifications? You're smiling, but listen, how many times have we had to cut a tree down and have them come out and dig up roots that are taking up sidewalks? I mean, it happens all the time. So it's not about tomorrow, it's about 30 years from now. What are you planning to do? And there has been no plan. It's just, we're gonna plant some trees.
No,
Wait a
not
minute,
true.
let me finish. ODNR, Ohio Department of Natural Resources. If I'm wrong, you correct me, but they even told you, only ask for $20,000. Don't go for the 40. They said because the funds are limited, you shouldn't ask for that much money. They said you should ask for 20,000.
That's not right.
That's not right? Well, one of your committee members told us that.
Okay,
And
that's
then
not true.
the third thing is your committee. You got to get your committee on the same page, because they came to me and said, don't vote for it. It's a bad legislation. So I'm just saying, you put the cart before the horse, in my opinion, by just saying, you guys should vote for this regardless. And I don't think you did your homework and come to the right committees and ask for approval. And then what topped it all off, people get on Facebook and call council slugs, which I find highly offensive. And if you don't condemn that, I don't get it. But you want me to vote for that after I got called that on Facebook? I mean, I can take it. I don't care what they call me, but it's just pretty,
Yep.
just childish is what it is.
Okay, well, I'd like to respond to those
Go
things.
ahead.
There has been a lot of time and effort. So some of the things you said are completely untrue. You're going off of hearsay and gossip. My committee voted unanimously for this $40,000 grant and everything that's within it. So whatever you're being told is not true. They all voted
By
unanimously.
your committee told us that.
Absolutely.
I
And
mean,
the
but I'm
pers-
just telling you, that's what they told me.
You're talking about a person
Yeah.
who is not telling the truth. If
Okay.
you go back and check the record, my committee voted unanimously
Okay.
for this grant as it stands. And never were we told to only go for 20,000. When we were applying, Alistair Reynolds, the forestry person, told us probably the first time, don't go for the whole 100,000. Go for something smaller, is what he told us. He never threw out the $20,000 figure. That is something we were considering first. And that was, again, just to do the tree line at the park. I'm a community member. I'm on the tree committee. It's my job to decide with my committee projects we want to do. And a second component was to put trees, and it's a broad stroke again, within the community where they're needed. And as I reported last time, this isn't something a fluke. We have 3 people that have been attending meetings to learn about this. They're going to do a study to see exactly where those trees are needed. We are well beyond what our forefathers were, planting these big trees that are gonna pop up sidewalks and things. You know, we have all been educated on what kind of trees to plant inside a community that will not lift the sidewalks and such. So we are very knowledgeable about that. And we have done a ton of homework on this, you know, and, you know, you may resent what people say on Facebook. I've resented what
I actually think
people-
it's funny, is what I think.
I've resented things people have said on Facebook, and sometimes they say things that are accurate on Facebook. We have to take the good with the bad.
I really don't care, but I just think it's,
Well, you brought it up. So
well, I
just
brought it up
address
that it's your spouse that did it, is what is, and you know what? So here's what I'm gonna ask you this. This is my opinion before we bring it to vote. Ask for a little bit less money, and I would probably do it, but that's,
The third component is every year we sponsor a tree giveaway, which helps our community. And the third component of this ask was that we be able to supplement the trees that we give away with this grant as well. I have been asked by council members, community members, hey, would you think about this? Would you think about that? And my answer is absolutely, but this grant has to be submitted in August. And we have a tree meeting tomorrow. I welcome anyone to come and give ideas. You know, when finance has their meetings, they work on finance things. They don't come to every single person in every single committee and get their approval. That's when we bring it back to council. Our own committees handle our own business. And trees is my business. So that's what I handled and my committee handled. So,
well, I'm on parks, that's my business.
right,
And so you're wanting to plant trees on my park.
it's my park too.
You're not on that committee.
Committee member, but it's my park.
It is your park, and it's everybody
Or are you
else's.
bringing a motion? So basically, there's legislation that apparently you would like to reconsider, which was, okay.
Do I need to untable it first, or do I just
Yeah,
ask?
you didn't get a second the last time.
I didn't hear a
I'm
motion.
gonna make a motion this
I'm-
time.
I'm asking
to
for one.
untable it.
Yeah.
I'm making a motion.
Okay, so that was the motion to untable ordinance was 2025-01.
01.
Just so we can discuss it more. I mean, we're already having the discussion, but yes, I'm making a motion to untable it.
And that was Becky. Are you-
Is there a second?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
Craig,
No,
Becky,
Yes.
Ross,
No.
Barry,
No.
Joyce,
Yes.
David.
No.
Okay.
has failed.
Motion has failed. All right. Anything-
Consider lowering it next time and maybe, but that's off the table with you. It's 40,000 or nothing, and that's insulting. You're negotiating. You're being a bully is what it is.
And then on that note, we're going to move on to ordinances and resolutions, please. We have Resolution 2025-03.
Is a resolution authorizing the mayor or his designee to execute a renewal of the village's property and liability insurance. This is on the third reading.
May I please have a motion to
You
place
got
it on
that
the third
motion,
reading?
Mayor.
Thank you.
I'll second.
All
That was
right.
David, Craig.
May we please have a roll call?
Okay, Ross,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Joyce,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Craig,
Yes,
and Becky.
Thank you. May I please have a motion to approve the legislation, Resolution 2025-03?
You have that motion, sir.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you, sir.
So that was David first.
Yep.
Ross was second.
Yep.
Barry,
Yes.
Joyce,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Craig,
yes,
Becky,
Yes.
and Ross.
Yes.
Okay, resolution 2025-03 is passed.
Thank you. Resolution 2025-05.
Is a resolution authorizing the mayor or his designee to execute an agreement with IGS for technical services to reduce utility cost. Second reading, this is for the gas.
Yep. We all have gas contract. Thank you, Craig. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, David.
Okay, so
For
Craig
the
was
second
first.
reading.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Craig was first, David was second. Joyce,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Craig,
yes,
Becky,
Yes.
Russ,
Yes.
and Barry.
Yes.
Okay, passed
Okay.
on the second reading.
All right, thank you. That's all the legislation we have for tonight. We'll now move to roundtable.
I have, on Parks and Rec, we have the Lego movie coming up. You'll see this on Facebook. It's called The Lego Movie, the second part, and it'll be the last Saturday of the month at dusk. Come on out, we'll have some prizes, giveaways, and a good time.
Is that July 28th?
July 26th. If that date on the flyers, right?
Yeah, I just kind
Yeah.
of looked and that's all I
Yeah.
see.
We'll be doing a program for the Mount Sterling Library. I dropped off a poster for Courtney to put up here. We're going to, John and I, the same program we do down south and across the country, we're going to do one on the British invasion, which was basically the changing of rock and roll music from 64 to 68. And we're also going to do, before the show, people can bring in their rock and roll collectibles. And John and I collect a lot of this stuff. We can tell them the value of what they got. Last year, a person brought in a Elvis record that was on the Sun label, was well worth $1,000. So you may have something laying in your attic or basement, bring it and find out what it's worth.
I was going to bring in what is rumored to be Mick Jagger's false teeth, but you know, if they're not, I'm
Yeah.
going to be really let down
Yeah.
because I
If
was
he
told.
keeps touring, you might get his wheelchair.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
No, it'd be a great show to come to. That's
We
one.
go to it every year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Other comments or roundtable, please.
I just want to thank, I don't think we've met since Summer Jam. I just want to thank everyone, all the businesses and all of the individuals that contributed in some way, whether it be with financial donation or volunteer work. The children had a great time. Unfortunately, the weather was a little rough. We got rain both days, but it was a good event, and I just want to thank everyone. And then also, I want to thank everyone who participated in the 4th of July parade. Same way. The organizations, the American Legion, of course, always presents the flag, and that's always pretty moving. And the businesses and individuals that participated, and Joyce and Mick for doing the announcing. I threw that on them at the last minute, and I appreciate it. They did a great job. And just everyone that came out to watch us, and the kids that collected the candy. It was a good day. And to the sheriff's department.
Really well done.
Thank you.
We got a lot of compliments from a
Yes.
lot of people.
And thank you for the help in organizing those. You guys did an awesome job helping us with traffic control, and we always appreciate that. It's a thankless job.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, so I just wanted to thank everyone for that event. And I would like to invite all the council to come to my tree meeting tomorrow. It's at 1 o'clock. And I have to tell you that I have committee members that are big contributors to this community. And they're very disappointed. They are actually talking about walking away, the whole committee, if we don't. There's no reason for the tree committee to exist.
Yeah. So
if
we yeah.
Don't interrupt me, please.
We're at roundtable, so that was business we've just discussed. And I'm looking at.
I'm finishing my thought.
Okay, thanks.
So
Appreciate
I want
it.
you all to come tomorrow, and maybe you can relay to them what you're thinking, and maybe we can all get on the same page. We don't have much time to get this sent in, and I will tell you, I will not be at the next council meeting. I have out-of-state obligations, and so please try to come tomorrow, all of you.
Okay.
I want to say thank you for 4th of July. Mick and I did have a ball. Thank you to Jeff and Heather for the hustling out there for the initial traffic control, because I think they were down the street holding traffic, but other people were getting through and I was panicking. So,
Got enough people from everywhere, so we had to take them and move one from this spot
Yeah.
and run them that
Yeah.
way.
No.
well, Jeff and Heather had your back. So it was fun. My voice was fading there towards the end, but it was a wonderful day. And a big shout out to the committee. A big shout out to the American Legion. They had us running all day. They had a very well-run event at the Legion all day, dunk tank. I sent over my kiddie pools and a bunch of prizes for the littles. Their dunk tank was successful. They made some good money on their silent auction, and they raffled off a gift card tree and made some good money on that, and on the, in the cantina, in the bar. Everything all day long was just amazing, from the parade on down to the end of the day. The fireworks, they had a little bit of delay with them, but overall they were very good. So kudos to the Legion for putting that on for the village. Next year they want to make it, they learned from this year. It was a learning experience for them, and they're ready to start over next year. Watch out for bingo. They're putting that together. They're waiting on some, equipment to come in, and they're going to get bingo started back up as well. So it warms my heart to see the Legion, the Mount Sterling, Ohio Community Events Committee, Megan, the community center, and the village, and all the powers that be working together. Reiterman's has been a big donor, Sunoco, CPI, and Sharp Cuts, such great people in this village. The sheriff's department looking out for us. Everything's just been really good, and I'm very grateful for it. And I'm loving seeing the way these organizations are all coming together as one to support our village. Thank you.
All right. And on that note, unless there's anything more, I'm going to call the meeting adjourned at 8:15 tonight.
Yeah, I need something to drink. I left mine in the car.